left the third time she had her reasons. I took her back, I had my reasons, oh no. I can make time, hope you're doing fine. Hurt me when you lie, can you take signs? I can fix that, I won't hurt you. This ain't that, yeah, I do this all for you. I thought we took it slow, anymore. I might just break without you. Can't stop thinking about you. She can't help herself at all. She's falling deep in love.
Hello, welcome to EZCZ Collectibles, and it's here! What everybody's been waiting for! The Spike Trooper, the Scout Trooper, and Speeder Bike, with, of course, Baby Yoda, known as Grogu, aka Egg Eating, Bad Mofo, Finger Biting. You know what I'm talking about? But boom! Star Wars Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. Now we had the Speeder Bike, sorry, fix yourself before you wreck yourself. We had the Scout Trooper before, we already reviewed that. So now I was waiting on my Speeder Bike, and that is awesome. And just a shout out for Day One Collectibles, as always. Oh, I love wiping boxes at the start of my reviews. I like it. Hey. Shout out to Day One Collectibles because EZCO gets you 5% off of anything on that website. As always, y'all know the drill. And also working with Comic Concepts, Big Bad Toy Store, Collector Zone. I mean, I work with a ton of people that affiliate with me and help you save money. Comic Concepts is one of the new guys, and I'd like if you guys check them out. Very good website, awesome to talk to. I mean, you talk straight to the dudes, and the dudes tell you like, let's get into the review. Boom, the box. Wow, look at this box. This thing is massive. I mean, look at the size of my wiener, and it's just absolutely, let me adjust that. It's absolutely amazingly huge, as you can see. The box is just like, why is it so big, you know? It's like really big. Oh, because there's a Speeder Bike inside, easy. So that's kind of cool. But here we go around the box. Let's go ahead and open this. Let's open this boy. I didn't even open it myself yet. I basically just took the slip cover off the top, like so, because I didn't want to ruin any surprises for me. I want to have this all on review. So, boom. That's pretty cool. You get like an art print for him. This is obviously Navarro, but it looks very Hothy. It looks very Snow Trooper-esque because everything is white. That's awesome. Now, look at this Speeder Bike. Oh my God, beautiful Speeder Bike. And that's the actual figures right here. So, here we go. Y'all ready for this? So, this is pretty cool. Because unlike before, I've never seen Hot Toys emboss Star Wars into the packaging. Obviously, there's a giant void that was going to be here, so I think Star Wars would have been the brand to put right there instead of something like Iron Man, because that is preferable. This right here, Star Wars. As you can see, we have the sack, the big ball sack, the nasty child right there. Mouth is open. I may have him biting the crap out of this guy. Scout Trooper, as we know, that's just Scout Trooper. And all the hands that he comes with, mainly fists and holding hands for his blaster and or Speeder Bike. Let's go ahead and take the clamshell out, should we? No, let's go ahead and just layer it out. So first, let's get this out. It's a pretty difficult box because it's so big. Oh my God. I love the smells right now. So here it is. I mean, that looks really cool. Like, you can hang that up on a wall, you know? That's just cool. Display options right there. I love it. I like it a lot. So let me put that down here. I don't want to do any cuts because I want to see you guys. I want to make you guys see everything on this. So boom, there it is. The contrast. But there it is, the bike. Love it. What are these? What are these? Instruction manual. But look at that. Wow, I'm looking at it in Marvel too. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. I'm gonna take out the clamshell and make it a little bit easier for myself. Lots of noises. And boom. I wonder what those little 2 tabs are. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me, because I don't read instruction books or manuals or anything like that. I just don't. It's just not me to do so. So let me start taking this piece by piece out. Here is the Navarro base for the speeder. Very good looking. I love that. Wow. Nicely done. Rocks and weathering. And a little bit of speckle on the base for, I guess, variety. Can't have a plain old base. Oh, it smells good. Love the smell. Then you have, of course, the Scout Trooper stand, which obviously not sure if I'll use it. So I'm gonna put that back in. We already went over that in the review. We have the Scout Trooper stand, and then the speeder bike stand, which this goes right in. Let's do it on camera. Screws right into that piece right there. And this is what we know as the flexible stands. So that goes like so, right? And then here is the speeder bike itself. Wow, whoa, whoa, that thing is massive and pretty hefty. Not gonna lie, this is pretty hefty. I mean, it's hefty in comparison. Okay, so those are magnets, what I thought it would be. It is. So these are the magnets that go at the bottom of their feet, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That goes because the magnetic feet, I think IG-11 has them. And you can, I think that's an IG-11 accessory. I'm pretty sure. So that's that. IG-11's feet are magnetic to the speeder bike. Just look at these. Look at that, man. Look at the stuff going on inside. I'm trying to get it. Look at that. Sorry if this is a little messy, but we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Wow, this our little articulated stuff. I'm just like, stuff. We have these little knobs. These are not shiftable, so don't shift the bowls. And then looking throughout the weathering, look at this. Wow. Ooh, would you look at that? Beautiful looking bike. This is not fitting in a detail. And that is why I have module cases coming. Great people to speak to. I ask tons of questions and they're happy. Look at that. That thing articulates as well. Beautiful. I like it. So does this move? No. I know these louvers move. You can adjust. The inside ones don't, but these flaps do. These panes, these little flippity flaps, very detailed. Very surprised by the amount of detail. I'm over here trying to push buttons. Very surprised by the amount of detail. As you can see, a little bit of writing. Looks like Yautja writing. So this goes into a little plugged base right here. As you can see, right there. It's very high. That sits very high. So anything else comes in here? Nope. Just these, which are the handlebars. So I think these should go in. Okay, so I had it in first the right way, right? So these go in there. This swivels with that, goes in here. That goes inside. I don't know if I should stick that in first. Try this. It's very, very fragile stuff you're talking here. So that's that. Okay. So I'm gonna swivel it. You guys got to see this in case I break it. You can laugh. So that's kind of like the hydraulic system for the speeder bike right there. This little thing goes inside of this little hole here. That's that. And And then let's apply the other side as well. This is kind of scary with all the parts, but luckily it's not too fragile. I know the Sideshow bike was a bit fragile. I dealt with that a bit in paint and stuff like that, and man, it was kind of on the more crazy fragile side. I'm not sure where these go, but and then I plug in this right here. I wouldn't move these things right now too much because this does look like it'll snap pretty easy, which easy is my name and I do stuff like that. So let's go ahead and put this away. Sorry for it being such a long review. I mean, this guy's taking up some time. And then I'm gonna put the cover back on this, those magnets. All right, let's get the Scout Trooper out. Scout Trooper Poopa. Now, if you've already, most of you guys should have seen my review on the Scout Trooper already. I gave this guy a perfect, smelly 10 out of 10. Here he is. And this guy got a 10 out of 10, number of reasons, because it's just the cost per the paint app and all that work we're getting, a trooper, time frame of you know, like this guy really, for the time he's in, it's just everything just goes well with this guy. So everything just looks absolutely sick. And the articulation, I'm trying to get stuff going here. So here we have Baby Yoda. Look at him, he's so cute. So let me zoom in on him actually. So here's little Grogu. This is one that has his hands up. His head does turn and articulate pretty well. I'm pretty surprised. I don't know if it's me. Look at that split right there. I don't like that seam. That seam is a little bit too strong for me. I don't know if it's me, but this head sculpt looks a lot better than the one that came with a Mandalorian. Maybe because its mouth is open? I don't know. But the sculpt of the shirt and stuff like that, very, very beautiful. Fantastic job on that, Hot Toys. You don't do well on the 1-to-1 scale. Obviously, the ripping mouth issue that I think people are trying to defend certain people. And it just, no, you can't. You can't defend such crap. I know you basically have to. I understand that, but look at that beauty. Very nicely done there. Love it. So let's put him here, right below the Scout. And then he comes with the little bag that Baby Yoda goes in, which is pretty cool. It's nice. How do I open this? I'm so scared to open this. I guess you have to loosen the straps and do it like a real one would and put it over his shoulder and look for reference on all that kind of stuff. But look at all this stuff that he comes with. I mean, it's magnificent. Of course you have his blaster, which I'm gonna put on his boot real quick. Kind of sit back and relax kind of review, you know, because we've already went over the Scout Trooper and the bike is something else. Really is something else. I gotta take the plastic out the hands, I know. You kind of, for this, you kind of got to shimmy it down. That way you don't stress anything. I kind of like to shimmy it. But look at this. Wow. Look at that set. That's just an amazing set. I mean, how often do you get something like this from Hot Toys, yeah? I love it. That set is amazing. Now, I'm not going to jump into it and say, whoa, it's perfect. There are some materials that's not going to last. This little string thing, it's going to snap. I know it's going to snap in the future for people who articulate the arms a lot on the speeder. I'm going to put him to the side because we already know what he is as far as review goes. Let's bring forth the Jedi and let's go into it. So here is the speeder bike. Now let's take a full 360 on this guy because you can actually do that. There it is. Articulation goes for these feet parts. This does move, but it's oh my god, it's scary. It's really scary because multiple panels start moving. But that does move. That's cool. These parts articulate on the back. I guess you would call them like the engine flaps or exhaust ports, or I don't know, what do you want to call them? And then those do go back in. And then you spin them around. Look at that detail on that. I want to go into some detail now, because the paint apps are very nice for what it is. So I'm going to spin it back around like this, like so. I'm going to take control of the camera here so you guys can see how awesome it looks. That's just cool, you know? Look at the freaking paint apps. I love it. Now this definitely outweighs Sideshows. I'm not hating on Sideshows, but I'm saying it definitely outweighs the Sideshow speeder, being the fact that this is Hot Toys. They nail the crap out of stuff, and man, quality is beyond me. I absolutely love the quality. The weathering is there, parts, accessories, the way things function. As far as the handlebars, you got like movable levers. It looks like a clutch and a brake. And then the paint apps. Look at the paint apps, the wear and tear. You know, just absolutely nice. Let me try just that. Absolutely beautiful, nice paint apps. And then you have a lot of details underneath. Of course, the little stirrups for the speeder bike, little foot pegs, foot rests, whatever you want to call them. A little bit of bronziness going on there. And then working your way up, you see more of a detailed scratching and chipping on this you would get from daily use of a unregistered, uncertified speeder from the remnants. So that's really cool looking. So the speeder is something else. I really give it to them on the work that they've done as far as the speeder goes. I really love it. It's something extraordinary. So with that being said, let's put this Scout Trooper on it and see how he looks. Now it's going to be a little bit hard because there's that weathering I was talking about. If you want to see in-depth view on this Scout Trooper, make sure you go check out my other review, my first review on the Scout Trooper. There you can get a full go at why I gave this Scout Trooper a 10 out of 10. So here we are. It's kind of difficult. I mean, look at this. It's so hard. But here's a rough look with it of the Scout Trooper kind of planted on top. It's very difficult, guys. It's very difficult. I don't want to really put the Scout Trooper on while I'm filming because I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing, and then I break it. And then you can have the baby latched on at the side, a little child latched on at the side, and then make it all cool looking, which is pretty cool. I like it. You can have the child back there and then him in the sack. It's just, see, it's kind of scary, but you can have all kinds of stuff going on right now. It's a very beautiful set. It's an amazing set, and if you passed on this guy, I heard some people passed on it. I don't know how or why. It's crazy because you can't just pass on something like this. This is a lovely set. I wouldn't pass up on something like this. This is just an amazing thing. A work of art. I'm getting multiple Scouts coming in. Well, just one more, because I need both of those guys, the Punching Baby duos, and this thing is just a perfect 10 out of 10. I wouldn't say anything otherwise because, man, the base is pretty sturdy too. It comes with a nice dynamic base. Everything is nice and dandy on it. It's just a beautiful little set, and it's cool to get stuff like this. I wonder how it's gonna feel getting a blurg. Oh gosh, Hot Toys, why did you make a blurg? But there it is. Boom. It's more of a little display case because, man, yeah, you look at the thing and it's just like, it's lovely. I love it. I absolutely love it. Of course, the details, if you want to see, like I said, you can go into the review of the Scout Trooper I made not too long ago, a couple videos back. And that thing is a perfect 10 out of 10. Wow. If you want to see the figure planted on proper and all that stuff, head over to my Instagram, and that's where I'm going to have all that stuff going, because right now in reviews, I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing, and I end up breaking stuff, so I don't want to break it. This is my personal stuff, so I'm not going to want to break it. But that child is awfully done well. I really like how the way this guy turned out, you know? And all the stuff that he comes with. But yeah, even to the box, he's pretty cool. It's a must get. It's just a beautiful looking set. You can't get past this. If you love the show, it's very nostalgic. It's like to me, it's like a old trilogy feeling because it's a Scout. You know, it's like it's something else. And then the fact that the show went with a white speeder, I like that. I like that clean kind of white that matches the Stormtrooper fitting, but then the remnant design and remnant weathering more so that they put on and applied to this speeder. Now you can articulate this thing and all whatever you want, but it's gonna be hard putting in a detail. You're not even gonna fit it in a detail. It's gonna have to go on top of that detail. But you know what? I got Maja cases. I'm ordering Maja cases, so that's that. I can't sit with details and expect to fit every figure in there. It's just not gonna happen. Let's look at that detail. It's a beautiful piece, man. It's over 400 bucks, I think, yeah? Is it? But it's worth it. Speeder, this thing is going to jack up in the price when sold out. Everything Mandalorian is selling out, guys, and waitlisting. Are you gonna be the one who just lets it go? Are you not gonna talk to her anymore? Are you just gonna let her go by? Anyway, if you like what you saw here, I gave this figure a 10 out of 10, and I'm giving this set a 10 out of 10. There's no way I'm not gonna give this a 10 out of 10. This whole set, I mean, besides the fragileness, the whole set, it just looks magnificent. It's beautiful, and I like that the weathering on him doesn't match the weathering on the bike. It's just like, it's so much goodness. The attention to detail is crazy. 10 out of 10 for the set, 10 out of 10 for the figure. Hot Toys doesn't usually get them in my grading, usually don't get them. Even this articulates, but I wouldn't articulate much because this wire looks like it'll snap easy. It's way too frail. But Hot Toys knocked it out of the park with this one. I have to say, they really did well on this. Scout Trooper Speeder Bike set combo, and the packaging and the box, and oof, my God, this thing is nice. So make sure you like the videos. Tune in on Easy Company Collectibles because we have the best here. And yeah, if you missed it, I burped in my other videos, and some people are like, "What are you doing, Easy? That's nasty." And I'm like, well, you don't know me long enough. I've been burping in my videos since like my gaming channel days. If you're still here from those days, let me know, you know? If you're still here in general watching the video, let me know, you know? So, thank you everybody, and goodbye. And don't die, because there's speeders out there.